I am live. I am here. I am back. I am good. How are you? Welcome to the show. There's some other stuff going on in the world right now. Not like serious stuff, but there's a Ranger game, I believe. How they doing, by the way? Rangers fucking suck. Shout out to CP. So there's that. There's some other golf talks and stuff going on. Oh, there's a Warriors game tonight. Keep an eye on that. Rangers are winning 1-0. I fucking hate the Rangers. I hate the Rangers. So they're playing. So none of my guys are watching. So whatever. This is gonna be a replay centric show, and that's good because I don't really know what I'm doing. It worked out for me last week, so we'll see if we do it again. Hi, Charlie. How are you? What's up, Red? Red, sincerely, thank you for all your help, man. I really had a good time, so I really appreciate you. I have like my own personal tour guide on call. Everything's good. At the restaurant last night was fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, that was really quite a way to end it. What a perfect night. Anyway, all right. So let's just do our stuff. Let's just do our stuff. I don't have my team this week. We'll talk about it. I did something a little bit different. I have some work to do. I'm tired. I did take a nap today. I got no food in the house. So I'm just not ready. I'm not prepped. I'm not ready for a major to start at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. I have an idea. I just haven't made final decisions yet. So I'm probably not going to do that live either. Because it's a major and there's $1 million contest and everything else, I might have to get a little bit. I need to look at a couple more things before I make any of those final decisions. So we'll see. All right. So I have no announcements. I should mention that it was very disappointing. Our boy Andy Pope did not make it through local qualifying on Monday. We were tracking that. He sent me a text Monday night saying that, he was really bad. And, seemed in good spirits. And he got off to a rough start. It's weird. It's fucking weird because we talked. I did a broadcast with him on Saturday right before he drove down to Cincinnati. And I was asking him hypothetically, like, what's the mindset if, like, you get off to a bad start, like you bogey the second hole, let's say. Like, how does that change anything in your round? And then I look, and he fucking bogeys the second hole. It's just weird. Not the third, not the fourth, not the fifth, not the first, the second hole. So that was weird. But he, I think he was +3 through 12. And then he birdied the 2 par 5s to get back to +1. And I didn't look at the final thing, but even would have got him in a playoff at worst. So he needed to birdie one of the last 3 holes, had a little momentum, and made 2 bogeys. Don't know what happened. Don't know how the weather was. I'll probably talk to Andy at some point. Just to recap. There's no sectional qualifying to prepare for, so there's no urgency. But we'll talk to Andy soon, and we will we'll get on a path. I think he's going to do some Monday qualifiers. And we'll keep an eye on things. But yeah, I appreciate that, Chris Tippett. I just started, Mr. Jones. I'm still doing shout-outs. So shout out to Andy Pope. He'll be back. All right. I got no show and tell. Oh, I could. That's right. The only souvenirs I got was a Chicago Cubs logo ball and a little Chicago magnet. Big spender. But that's not really relevant to the show. So no show and tell. So let's just do our bullshit from last week, get that out of the way, and then we'll that's Mr. Jones, Charlie. That is not Timothy. That is Mr. Jones. Have a little respect for your elders. So let's do the Lister League. Oh, I wanted to mention I cannot find this Lindros 8810 guy on DraftKings, which is really annoying because it means he probably doesn't watch the show or he's not on Twitter. That means he's probably one of you idiots' friends. And I don't know how he got in the contest. I don't know what his relationship to the program is, but I can't find him. And it annoys me because the whole point of the Listener League is to have people that are engaged with the show, and he's not engaged with the show, and he's a Flyer fan, and I want to say F that guy. So if you know Lindros 8810, I've done everything I can to try to find him. I've put it out on Twitter. I sent a DraftKings message, which is not something people do. I am going to bounce him. Now, the Flyers suck, bro. Or girl, whatever you are. Man, woman, don't matter. But anyway, it annoys me because I want every winner of the Lister League to get a trophy ball. And he probably doesn't even, it annoys me. I shouldn't have to explain it. Anyway, so F that guy. So if you know him, have him get in touch with me. I'm easy to find. All right? All right, good. All right, so Lister League last week. So this is funny. It's not really funny. This is storytellable. So I went away on Sunday. I left, so I got there Sunday, and I got there right around the time this tournament was wrapping up. And I was in the mix. I was cashing checks. I was having a good week. It was coming down to the wire. I'm trying to find my friend. Was excited about that. I'm distracted. I'm winning money. I'm losing money. It's like trying to track the stock market, basically. And I was so happy about. It's just strange. Anyway, Lister League. The winner was E-Darbs 9. It's the second time he's won this year. 684.5 points. He won by 3. 3. That's one birdie. That's one little bullshit bonus thing. But he's now the new leader in the race for the bagel. I believe that's his second win. And so congratulations to him. I already contacted him and I have his address and he will now have a pair of balls. So congratulations to him. He had Jordan Spieth, who finished in second and birdied the 18th hole to do it. Sebastian Munoz, T3. Xander, T5. It's pretty good. 3 guys in the top 5. Aaron Wise, T51. Matt McNeely, T32. And Joseph Bramlett, T51. Pull that name out of his ass. So, got 6 through. Didn't have the winner, but had 3 guys in the top 5. And got a birdie on 18 to grab a solo second. Earn extra points for that. Grab 3 points for a birdie. 4 rounds under 7. All those freaking bullshit things that he had. To win by 3. Over. As we get into notable top 10s. Notable top 10s. Everybody's favorite segment. Second place, Nagel's Bagels. You wonder why I was tracking this. I finished in second place. I got 25 points. Congratulations to me. That puts me in third in the race for the bagel. It'd really be sick if I won my own trophy. Not going to lie. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I mean, you want to talk about validation, vindication, whatever? Be happy. I had a terrible DraftKings year last year, and I'm getting back on the horse. So that's good. All right, so congratulations to me. Great job. What a freaking sick lineup. Third place, Scott Van Loan. Scott VL 71. Finished in third place, got 20 points. Baby Daddy, former winner. He finished in fourth place, got 15 points. Giant Eck, fifth place, got 12 points. Andy Lack, ADP Lack, finished in sixth place, he got 9 points. We're still not talking, by the way. Seventh place, Bobby Phelps, probably watching a Ranger game right now. Bleed Blue 1979. He won a couple weeks ago. He got 7 points. Rangers fucking suck. Eighth place, got B. Uhas, or Brett Uhas. I don't know if that's his name, but I call him that because I went to high school with a Brett Uhas. I don't think it's the same guy. Finished in eighth place, got 5 points. New name. I don't know where these fucking people come from. I good, one good, L good. Finished in ninth place, got 3 points. No freaking idea who that is. And 10th place, we have Smoking Greens. I know that name. He finished 10th place, got 1 point. So congratulations to all of our notable top 10s. That was a bad beat by me. I went from winning $1,910 to $880 with one birdie by Spieth on 18. That hurt. Not Tadeki out as T2. I did have a good week, though. It was I can't harp on the $1,100 that I lost. I have to be happy for the $800 that I won. Right? Right. New mindset. So that worked out. Could have been a great week. It wasn't. It was a good week. I've been quite good. The last, 5-6 tournaments? I was talking about this yesterday. It's like I put all that time. I take the week off, the Masters week, and I put all this time into breaking shit down and overthinking the fuck out of the card and everything else. And I had a brutal Masters. Lost my shirt. And then I hit Spieth at the Heritage. That was good. And then I hit Xander and Cantlay at the team event. That was good. Then I had Rahm in Mexico. That was good. And then I had a good DraftKings week this week. I had Hideki in all my one-and-dones. One-and-done pick. If you got more than one-and-done, you don't have any. T3. Should have been a T2. Fucking Spieth. So, yeah, I had Hideki T3, Xander T5. That worked out. How'd that Sam Burns, Will Zalatoris stack work out for you? With your 50 million% ownership. Seamus Power, solid T17. Mav McNeely T32. Davis Riley T9. So 3 guys in the top 10, 1 top 20, and Carlos Ortiz, Mexicans in Texas, T38. I seem to do well when I have clarity as to what I'm looking for. I don't know why. Maybe because that's the easiest way to do it. Last week it was birdie makers with low ownership. Wasn't that complicated. I didn't have to overthink it. There's going to be a lot of birdies made. Got to have guys make birdies. Play the low owned ones. Worked out. I mean, yeah, the Rahm thing was easy. The Xander Cantlay thing, that was kind of easy. The Spieth thing, you got to get lucky. Yeah, you got to get lucky. Sure. But the Spieth thing, it was like, come on. You made that pebble. You make that small green Pebble Beach and Hilton Head comp, small greens, whatever. Everybody loves Matt McNeely. The Jordan Spieth sucks all of a sudden. I don't know. It made sense to me at the time. And I didn't overthink it. So this past week, I haven't put the time in. I've just been going with my gut and just making decisions and just letting it be and not worrying about the result and not overthinking and not changing and not who's this one doing, what's that one doing. Cleared all that shit out of my head. I don't care. But it's been working. So ride her till she bucks you. That being said, I don't really have any picks tonight. We'll see. Everything is coming up nails. You're fucking ain't right. That's what I'm saying. Made big changes last fall, and I'm reaping the rewards of those things. All right, what's next? So, yeah, I had a good week. I'm doing well. Thanks for watching. Retweet that shit. Retweet your boy. All right, so let's just talk about, we did all that. I didn't win many matchups. I didn't win any outrights. Hideki got close. I was really rooting for Hideki, even though Xander made that great run, which was good because I had him on my team, but I really was rooting for Hideki. And if he was lights out, and then he had a bad chip on 17, and he was done. Sucks. One shot. That's all it takes. Hideki was dialed. I didn't win my matchup parlay. Our boy, the big Saudi, Jason Kokrak, beat Mav McNeely, I think. I think that's the one I lost. But Spieth ended up beating Hideki on the last hole anyway. No big deal. We don't have to talk about the Byron Nelson anymore. Did you play on both Millionaire and Wheel of Fortune? I don't know what that means. Rick, nice to see you. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. So how have I done in the PGA? Let's talk about the PGA. Okay? I haven't been great in these like I just said, that when I have clarity as to what I'm looking for, it makes things easier for me, and that's usually when I do well. I've done well like at the Travelers. I've done well in like no-cut events where I'm just looking for birdie makers. At the players like Pete Dye golf courses. That usually seems to do. I seem to have an idea of what I'm doing there. So with these, when you have an event where you have rotating venues, I usually don't do well because I really have no idea what I'm looking for, and I don't have anything to make an educated decision. I'm sure shit ain't gonna listen to anybody. Tell me what I should be looking for. I like to pick my own bad narratives. So at last year's PGA, just want to say shout out to my boy Jay Seals, who he's a big course history guy, big spreadsheet course history guy. And at the Ocean course last year, he won the Listener League. So it can happen. You could go against your grain, get out of your comfort zone, and still do well. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So shout out to my boy Jay Seals, who was also watching the Ranger game. Fucking hate the Rangers. All right, let's see here. What do we got? So last year I got 4 to 6 through. I had 3 guys in the top 10. 2 guys missed the cut, and Hideki finished T23. Hideki, rock solid. So that was at the Ocean course down in Kiowa Island. And I remember doing like a whole week of research, breaking shit down. I was, we had wind issues. I had a Shane Lowry. I had a lot of Euros, Tommy Fleetwood, Justin Rose. And Adam Scott made like an 8 on the opening hole at 7:20 in the morning. I didn't even start my work day, and I was done. That is so dejected. He hit one like out of bounds or into the water or something on the 10th hole. Adam Scott, Aussies in the wind. Terrible. I had 4 or 6. I still finished 31st that week, but no bueno. At Harding Park, I think, 2020, I got a 6 of 6 through. My brother had a huge week. On Saturday night, he was in third place in the $200,000 contest. He was winning like 40, 50, 60 grand, something like that. Or he was tied for second. He didn't sleep much that Saturday night. He had everybody. I had 2 top 10s, 2 T43s, and Brooksy was my one and done. And he had the lead. That was when he made those comments about DJ and finished T29 rolling around on the ground. So that didn't work. And at Bethpage, when Brooksy won, I had 3 top 20s. No Brooksy, 5 out of 6. I had Kyle Stanley at Bethpage Black. What the fuck is that? What's the thinking there? Kyle Stanley at Bethpage Black? Idiot. Fucking idiot. Right here, Wednesdays at 8. Fucking idiot. Absolutely. That was 2019. That was 3 years ago. We've learned a lot since then. We don't do that anymore. I got all new cheat moves. All right. So what am I looking for this week? Winners. But besides that, James Kenny is new. So, once again, shout out to all my friends who I haven't listened to in now like almost a month. Sorry, it's been working for me. I'm not letting you pollute my brain with more ideas. Whether you're right or you're wrong, or you're smart or you're dumb, I am not getting infected with more takes. Clarity. It's all about clarity. So what I'm hearing or reading, because I guess I'm not really hearing anything. What I'm reading is that we have big fairways this week. We have undulation. We have tricky greens with runoff areas. We have heat. We have wind. Firm and fast. Might get a storm. We're in Texas. We're on bent grass greens. We have a lot of uneven lies. So I take... What the fuck, Charlie? You may have wanted to mention that in the group text, Charlie. Glad I didn't. What the fuck, man? These fucking guys. I swear to God. Okay. I don't have picks because I have some work to do. I'm not going to overthink it, but I'm now annoyed because I feel deceived. If you want to get on my fucking shit list, all you have to do is lie to me. I'm a man of integrity. I do not tolerate that. All you got to do is lie or not tell me what's up. Okay, so I took all that information into account, and it made me think of what type of player that I wanted to come up with. we were talking about Southern Hills. You've been hearing about these Augusta comps for a long time or whatever, just in terms of the undulation and the bent grass screens and the runoff areas and the importance of iron play and short game and that type of stuff. We don't have 4 par 5s. Keep that in mind. So Cameron Champ may not be in play this week because they don't have 4 par 5s that they could feast on. So I made a list, which I probably just threw in fucking garbage. I made a list of people around the green game is going to be very important. We're going to have firm and fast, and we're going to have runoff areas and small targets, and there's going to be a lot of miscreens and whatnot, and short game is going to be relatively important. I didn't want to consider anybody that was not like in the top 50 or 60 on tour in strokes gained around the green. That's a personal decision. You eliminate a lot of good players if you do that. And if it's right, then great. If it's wrong, which it probably is, all right, fine. This is the type of thing that I'm talking about. Like, I haven't made any final decisions on anybody. I made one decision, which I now regret. Not getting that $40 back. Flush that right down the fucking toilet. That's all right. I have. It's all Monopoly money, right? Right. I could win $40 in my sleep. Which I'm probably going to try to do since I'm fucking exhausted. So I made a list right here. And it's basically a player pool, which is something I never do. Now, I don't know if you consider this overthinking, but what I wanted to do is I wanted somebody that was in the top 60. I made the cutoff 60. Top 60 of strokes gained around the green. But then you also have to be a good iron player, obviously. And I also in the top 50, 60 of strokes gained approach. So if you're not in the top 50 or 60 of either one of those categories, you're not in my player pool. Eliminates a lot of people. Clarity. Absolute clarity. So I used the highlighter this week. See those green things? See those? Look at that. Look at those marks. So the guys in green are top 50 at strokes gained around the green. And the guys, so then I looked at those guys and I looked which one. I basically went through the whole field. I may have missed a guy or two, but nobody worthwhile. All right. So if you look at this list of 19 players, you have 1, 2, 3 guys, 2 guys 10,000 and up. You have 3 guys 9,000, 3 guys 8,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys 7,000, and 3 guys in the sixes. I mean, I'm going to make a lineup based on this. Is that smart? Should I be more instinctual? Probably. But now you got to factor in the wind, man. The wind's going to be a bitch. I don't want any softies that have proven that they're not. It's not ideal for them to play in the wind. Yo, Red, that was the best fucking hot dog I think I've ever had in my life. It's not hyperbole. And I've eaten a lot of hot dogs. You know, Sabrett out here in Jersey is a big thing. And we have the Ruts Hut and the Hot Dog House and the Hot Grill and all these fucking hot dog places. I'm telling you, that Portillo's. I got a chili cheese dog. I didn't get the classic. I'm not doing all that stuff. That's too much for me. Little chili, little cheese. Oh man, that was spectacular. That was the best. Well, steak was good last night, but that hot dog, that was good. And Wendy really liked the chocolate cake, not the shake. The shake was a little too. But the cake, she really liked the cake. So there you go, piece of chocolate cake, chili cheese dog. Let's fucking go. I'm definitely going back for that. All right. Again, Red, thank you so much for all your help. That was awesome. I did not like the cake shake. It was a little too. I'm weird with textures, man. It was just a little like. It felt like I was eating leftovers. Like if you had a piece of cake and then you put a scoop of ice cream on the cake, and then the ice cream melted and you had all the cake crumbs and you're just eating the bottom of the plate. That was like a meal. It's too much. It was too much. Yet I had a hard time stopping. Like I kept going back. Ribs were good too. Yeah. Well, you guys saw everything that I did and ate and whatnot, and yeah, it was good. It was a good time. Well, can we focus? Let's focus. So let's just go through the ranges. Have I make some comments or whatever. I've been going for a half hour already. I didn't even barely freaking start. I don't have any bets. I have. Actually, that's true. My brother and I both bet Kokrak back in like the fall when he was 100-1. There were like Colonial comps where he won, and the Bentgrass Greens where he's won, and in Texas where he's won. And 101 seemed like a good number. So my brother and I both bet Kokrak back in the day. So we have that. I have a Scotty Scheffler bet from 2 months ago when he was 40-1. Still, when he was about to be right before the match play or Phoenix or something, I posted it. And I think a lot of people, maybe not a lot, but some people got in on that he was his odds hadn't been adjusted. So I have Scotty Scheffler for 41, and then of course he's like cursed. So that sucks. So I have two outrights that are probably not going to win. So that's exciting. But Scotty Scheffler is in my player pool. Regardless, he's 17th in around the green. He's 21st in strokes gained approach. That's not bad. He's only 16% owned. It's the highest owned guy on the slate. Rory's pretty high owned at 23%. I don't know about Rory in the wind. Not going to lie. 2 par 5s. Could have a lot of wedges. Wind. That could be dialed in. Wait a second. That doesn't matter. No. Did I miss Rory? What is this? Excuse me 1 second. I need to look something up. Oh, Rory's 66th in approach. So he didn't make it in the top 60. That's why he's not that's why he's not highlighted. But yeah, I don't want Rory in the wind. Same thing with Colin, same things with JT. But Rahm's around the green game is fucking travesty. It's a train wreck. He's like 120th around the green. Now, yeah, it's John Rahm, and I shouldn't be so dependent on numbers. You know, I'm not a stats guy. I might be this week. That might be a problem. I'm in a pool where I have to pick any 8 players, and I have Rahm on that team. And then I started doing this research, and it's like, oh, why did I pick Rahm? You know, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. So, yeah, I like Scotty Scheffler there. JT is great. 5th in approach, 24th around the green. He qualifies. But again, wind. Hasn't been proven to me. I'm not convinced. Scheffler's got those Texas colonial ties. I think he's the best play. And he's like 8% ownership less than Rory. I know he's cursed. It's unfortunate, but that's that. All right, in the nines, you have Cameron Smith, Jordan Spieth, Xander Schauffele, that are on my short list. I don't like Xander in the wind. There's a take. I need to see it. The Open Championship at Carnoustie that he contended in, that was a calm Open Championship. It didn't kick up until the last day, and he was not good on the last day. Crying baby and all. He's great on bent grass greens. He's great at the Masters. He's great at Colonial. It's all true. I remember a windy day at Bethpage, the 2019 PGA Championship. I was following him around. It was a very windy day. He was not great. We had a windy Masters this year. He was not great. And a windy Players this year. He was not great. It's a California guy. Doesn't really play in Florida. Deal with the wind down there. That might be an aspect of his game that he needs work. Could be wrong. Someone could come back with me and remind me of a tournament that I'm forgetting about. I welcome that. Please inform me. But right now, tonight, I'm thinking, I've always kind of thought Xander could be good in the wind. But he's really been shitty in the wind in the last couple of tournaments. I mean, now you think about it, his record at Torrey Pines is which I've been arguing is it's not as bad as it looks. Maybe he's had a windy Torrey Pines. Maybe that's why his numbers suck there. I don't know. It's a theory. That's what we do. So, this morning, I put in a bet in on Cameron Smith. I saw earlier in the week. No, I didn't know that I could place bets where I was. I found out that I could. But I saw his odds have decreased. He was 25-1, and then I think I bet him at 22. I got an odds boost to get him back up to 25. I could have had him at 28. And then I think now he's, 18? Something like that. So people are betting Cameron Smith. His ownership is only 15%, which is odd. Hideki's got the high number there. So does Jordan Spieth, by the way. Which the Jordan Spieth is cursed as well. But everything that I had heard, the Augusta comps, wide fairways, hard greens to hit, need a short game, wind. Let me go to the wind. Uneven lies. Somebody would be good at the Masters or even in Hawaii at Kapalua. It only made me think of one person when I read these descriptions, whether it was Stevie Bamford's course preview or anything. I was like, oh, well, that sounds a lot like Cameron Smith. Some nice wide fairways. Go around the green game. It makes a lot of sense. So I bet that. And then when the argument was made for Jordan Spieth, I said, why not? Why would you play Jordan Spieth? You have Cameron Smith, a less ownership there. And what are you doing? That doesn't make sense. Nobody says anything. Not a fucking peep. Nobody says anything. So, Now I have a dilemma. I'm going to have to make a decision in the nines. I might go Shuffler and then we'll see. I'm going to do all this after the show. I don't care. I want to do a show that's different. What am I going to do? I'm not going to give picks. How about that? I'll just give opinions. I don't know what I'm going to do with Cameron Smith. I have to make a decision. I don't want to be influenced. I don't want to change my mind. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have to make that decision. I have to think about it. I haven't had enough time to put my lineup together. Deal with it. Nobody cares anyway. So let's see. Yeah, Victor Hadwin, I think that's a terrible choice. DJ, his around the green game hasn't been great, but he's like 6% owned. Oh, that's the other thing. You got this wind, and apparently there's a wave stack that there's going to be advantage. I've never been a huge wave stack guy. If there's going to be wind, play guys that are good in the wind. They're going to have to deal with it anyway. And then you're going to get to the point where nobody's dealing with it, and you can't control it. Like, I don't know. Try not to get too bogged down, because if you just limit your player pool to AM, PM, or PM, AM, or whatever, and everybody does that, you're not gaining anything. I don't know. Pick your own losers. I don't give a shit. All right, so Hideki. Saw a little rumor out there. Hideki might be hurt. He didn't look too hurt last week. This just happened. It's a different type of thing. I think Hideki will be fine. I'm going to play Hideki because he's 21% owned. Now, will that number plummet because of this rumored injury? Maybe. That leaves that. Well, you still have Spieth as the highest owned. Spieth is fine. Colonial, Augusta, Hawaii. Spieth's won all three of those. I get it. It's just not that easy. Jordan Spieth's not going to win because a lot of people are picking Jordan Spieth to win. My dad took Xander as his one and done, by the way. I didn't say a word. I said, okay. Oh, I guess I said okay. I think. All right, in the eights, Zalatoris, Burns, Lowry, Berger, Neiman, Tiger, fucking Woods, Hatton, Homa, Connors, Louis. All right, so in the eights, people on my list, Joaquin Neiman, Sam Burns, Daniel Berger. Burns hasn't been great in majors. He's Bermuda Burns. He's not Bent Burns. There's only 2 par 5s. Berger. What am I going to do with Berger? He has some injury questions, I think. He WD'd from Mexico. Hasn't played since. He's very unlikable. So I don't know if I'm going to go there. So I kind of like Neiman. I've always liked Neiman on bent grass. He won the Greenbrier just like Xander did on bent grass greens. And the wind doesn't seem to be a factor, an issue for Joaquin Neiman. He played well in Hawaii. So he's only 13% owned as opposed to Shane Lowry, who's like close to 20. And Corey Connors, who's 16. I don't know. Seems like a no-brainer. So I think I'm gonna have Neiman at 8,500. That's probably gonna be a play. Neiman's 47th and around the green, which is not awesome, but it's respectable. And he's 11th in approach. He fits. And the ownership is right, and it fits. So I kind of like Joaquin Neiman. I wonder what his odds are to win outright. I have to look that up. That might be a good outright bet. All right, in the sevens, let's just keep going here. Couple options in the sevens. Russell Henley, Tom Hoagie, Luke List, Taylor Gooch, Matthew Fitzpatrick, Keegan Bradley, and even though he sucks at golf, Harold Varner at 7,000. So all these guys are in the top 60 in both approach and around the green. I think the best value out of all those guys is Russell Henley. Second in approach, 26 and around the green game. He's 7% owned. 7,200 gives you a lot of flexibility. I think that is a solid play. I have to look at Russell Henley's history on like bentgrass, golf courses, but he's won a Honda Classic. He's won a Sony. Those are windy venues. I'm not worried about the wind. I like it. It's 7% owned. That's a bet. That's something. Why is he 7% owned? People love Russell Henley. Are they just like, okay, I'm done with him now. I'm not going to play Russell Henley at 7% owned. I'm going to play who's a high owned guy. I'm going to play Alex Noren at 12 for 7,000 or Cameron Young at 23%. Russell Henley's, I think, I don't have it. Oh, wait. Let me see if I could do this. I might be able to. I don't know if you could see me right now. Maybe I went black. I don't know. But I'm looking at my screenshot. I'm looking at my thing. The last four majors, Russell Henley, 71st, 13th, miscut, and 30th. That's respectable. All right. Thoughts on Aaron Rai? Aaron Rai, as expected, 130th in strokes gained around the green. As expected. That guy stinks. All right. So, yeah. Or what were we talking about? So, yeah, I like Russell Henley. That 7% ownership is fucking tasty. The other person I'm looking at is Taylor Gooch. It's like 10% owned. Okay. That's respectable ownership. It's not egregious ownership. It's not 23% Cameron Young ownership. Oklahoma guy, practically a home game. Listen, he's 21st in strokes gained. What is it? He's 21st in approach and 7th in strokes gained around the green. Good iron player with short game playing in Oklahoma. Give me some wind. $7,400? That's another steal. All right, so that's like going to be our core. We're going to have Russell Henley, we're going to have Taylor Gooch, we're going to have Joaquin Niemann. And then we're going to figure some shit out after that. See how much money we have, how much flexibility, see what works for us. Matthew Fitzpatrick makes a lot of sense. Now, he makes a lot of sense to a lot of people because he's 18% owned. Still not the highest owned guy in the sevens. Fitzpatrick's been having a great little run. Another bentgrass guy. He's proven to be good on bentgrass. He's proven to be good in the wind. He's played well at Augusta and at some points. Now at 18% owned, you want him to like top 10. He may not do that, but he can get me a made cut, and he has upside. You know, maybe he breaks through. I kind of like him too. So maybe I'm going to build my lineup like in the sevens. Screw all the super elites. And maybe I'm going to go like Fitzpatrick, Niemann, Russell Henley. You know, real meat and potato guys. Grind their asses out. Taylor Gooch. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just fade everybody above 9,000 and hope they get lucky. We'll see. TBD. Check my lineup in the morning. All right. All All right, so those are the guys in the 7s. Yeah, because I'm not going to play a Keegan. I'm not going to play a Varel Varner, obviously, out of spite. I'm not going to play Luke List, although his numbers are good. Tom Hoagie? Nah. I want a little bit of pedigree here, some major pedigree. I think Taylor Gooch has more upside than a Hoagie or a Varner or a Luke List. Maybe that's a bad take, but I think at 10% ownership, that's a good play, Taylor Gooch, and I'm sticking with it. So we'll see about that. There's some guys for you that I'm looking at. In the 6s, see, this is where stats may not matter or shouldn't matter. Okay? We'll find out. Now, I wanted to play Kevin Na. Kevin Na's won on like 4 or 5 different golf courses with bent grass greens and the Sony. You know, he's hit or miss. Don't know how he's going to be with the weather. Now, this is not going to be a bomber's paradise or whatever. You got to be a good iron player. Kevin Na's won a Colonial, and he's like 2% owned. His around the green game is not up to snuff. Now, I think he's plus. I think he's plus in strokes gained, but it's like really minute, and it puts him at like 100th in strokes gained around the green. So if I'm sticking to numbers, I wouldn't play him. If I'm sticking to my, you know who might be a sneaky, low-owned, good on bent grass, Colonial, pain in the ass, par 70 guy, might be Kevin Na. That's me being cute, which I shouldn't do because that usually burns me. So I have that decision to make. Nas popped up in majors before. He's popped up. He's finished 12th a couple times at Augusta. And he's, 6,900? 60. I don't even know how much he costs. But he's on my list of guys under 7 I'm looking at, but he's not on my list of guys under 7 that are in the top 60 in both approach and strokes gained around the green. So it's a real battle of wills here. Do I want to stick to the numbers, or do I want to go with what I think is going to happen? We'll see. Same thing with Bobby Mcintyre, who's never missed a cut in a major. And he's just sitting down there. I didn't check his ownership, but it's not high. Around the green game, kind of important. Wind, Open Championship, pedigree. He was good at the Masters once. Well, he was good last year. He fits. I don't know if anybody's talking about him, but he could be a solid option. So do I want to play Bobby Mcintyre? Do I want to play Kevin Na? Or do I want to play neither of them? I don't know. But I could probably play one of these guys with Scotty Scheffler, with Neiman and Gooch and Henley and who's the other guy? Who did I say? Who was maybe Fitzpatrick? And I'm in my team. Maybe. I don't know if I have enough money. But we'll see. Chris Kirk, 36th in approach, 12th in around the green. Thought that was interesting. Aaron Wise, 30th in approach, 59th in around the green. That was surprising. I didn't expect Aaron Wise to be there. So I don't love those numbers. Those don't jump out at me like Russell Henley does. You know whose numbers did jump out at me? Who was a fucking serious darling last week and is now 5% on this week. He's $6,300. And he's on the list, and he's been playing great, and he He was +2 and an absolute birdie fest, and he missed the cut, and now he sucks. And it's Adam Hadwin. 25th in approach, 18th in around the green. What are we doing? Can Adam Hadwin play on bent grass greens? I have to look. I have to think that it's probably not going to be a problem. Why would it be? He's a good putter. It's not a POA surface. It's not a Bermuda surface. He should be fine. He's fucking Canadian. We adapt. He's a hockey player. Right? Right. So, I mean, that is flexibility if I decide to go with Adam Hadwin. Now, if I had one of these fancy pants lineup generators, I could put these 19 guys in and spit out X amount of lineups, and I could go to bed. But I don't do that because that's fucking bullshit. Fucking cheaters. Pick your own goddamn lineups. So those are the names that I'm looking at. I kind of glossed over a lot. We didn't talk about Tiger. Just going to enjoy that experience. Hope for the best. It's kind of cool. We didn't talk about Brooksy. I don't know what people are saying about Brooks. I know his numbers is high. I know his ownership is low. You know, make close personal friends with Jenna Sims, and I think the wedding is next week. I think Brooks just got his hair cut for the wedding next week. I think it's odd that they plan their wedding a week after a major. I can't confirm. I don't have sources on the ground, but I think the wedding is next week. And I don't know if that means anything. Everybody's in that, Brooksy's 50-1 or 40-1, whatever his price is. I don't even know. They're like, his price so high. It's Brooks Koepka. It's going to get that. I don't know if that applies this week. He withdrew. He's getting married. I don't know. There's something fishy going on there. They already had their bachelor and bachelorette parties. Brooksy just got a haircut. I'm telling you, if it's not next week, it's got to be the week after. It's coming. The wedding is coming. You're gonna be in kill mode, Brooks. I don't see it. Corey Connors. And what about my Euro guys that I always play like, it's going to be in the wind? Like Shane Lowry's. Might be low scoring. I don't even know what's the odds? What's the estimated winning score line over under? What are they projecting it to be? Is it going to be 5? It could be 8 under? What are we looking at? We're going to have a calm Sunday. Are they going to tear it up on Sunday because if there's no wind? Who knows? So maybe it gets like 8, 9 under. I don't know. But you got, Fitzpatrick's popular. What about my boy Tommy Fleetwood? He's been having a solid year. People like Shane Lowry. He's good in the wind. There's decisions to make. Definitely. So I'm going to get off this call and I'm going to start making those decisions after I get something to eat because I'm fucking starving. And I've been eating caramel corn all day. Rosary. Yeah. All right. So I gave you some names. One and done. I don't know what I'm going to do. I initially thought I was just going to play Cam Smith. I was going to be all in on Cameron Smith. I thought I was smart. I'm not. So I might have to pivot. And I'm going to look. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to spend like a good half hour breaking shit down. I don't have to work tomorrow. It's PGA. It's a major. I'm in good spirits. Life is good. I might win. I might lose. Not a big deal. By the way, I'm sitting in third place in the Carbon Cup. Pretty fucking pumped about that. Finished second in that this week also. Had a bunch of seconds. A lot of last hole go from first to second. It's all right. Hanging around. Somebody will make a mistake. Somebody will make a shot. It'll be fine. I might go with the contrarian build of not having a lot of high-priced guys and just really get my meat and potato guys in the 7s and 8s that I like. Maybe I'll take a shot with one guy on top. Who that will be? Might be Scotty Scheffler. See, the problem is with Scheffler, if you're rostering Scheffler, like he might have 0 win equity. Everybody bet him at 40-1 before they adjusted the number. It just doesn't work that way, usually. So who's it leave you with? What about Cantlay? I think it's supposed to be cold on Saturday. It's supposed to be hot as shit, and then what's cold in Oklahoma? That's a fair point. So maybe it'll be a first-time winner. Maybe be wrong. I would suck. That'll be a nice punch back to reality. But you know what? He sucks, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about Colin or Victor, who I love, but I don't see that. I think, like, maybe not good. Maybe it'll be Neiman. Joaquin Neiman can win a major. He won Riviera. Maybe it'll be Neiman. Maybe I'll make Neiman my pick. Shout out Andy Pope, who told us about Neiman being a top 5 player in the world when he was on for the Masters show. Maybe it's Neiman. If he wins, what are we saying? President's Cup is looking great with Cam Smith and Joaquin Neiman, and he's young. He's got upside. He won at the Greenbrier on Bend. He won Riviera. We're going to look at Joaquin Neiman. Maybe that'll be our pick. I don't know how trendy that would be. Is that trendy? People picking Joaquin Neiman? You got Larry at 19. I'm going to have to look that up. So maybe I'll do that. And then Scheffler can finish 5th. And I have Neiman and Scheffler and maybe Fitzy and Russell Henley. And then I have to decide. I got to see. So that's a player pool. I gave you my player pool. Throw it in your lineup generator. See what happens. Nobody thanks me anyway. You ungrateful bastards. That's not true. The guy who won last week, he did thank me. But it kind of stung because I finished in second. It's like, fuck off, dude. I'm aware that you won. Thanks. Nah, he's cool. Minnesota guy, I think. All right. Do we want to talk about anything else? It's been an hour. I saw a couple of people retweeted it. I appreciate that. Andrew Poor. Good luck this week. Can you help me find Lindros 8810? I have I don't have any of my group bets or my other, I don't have anything in parlays, none of that stuff. I don't even have my DraftKings lineup set. I don't have my one and done picked. I have work to do, and I'm hungry, cranky. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for retweeting. Thanks for all that good stuff. And I will see you soon. I don't know when. Maybe next Wednesday. What tournament is next week? Let's see if I can. Oh, Colonial. Oh, shit. I'll be on, I think, on Monday. I'll be on with the Golf Gambling Podcast. That'll be the first golf freaking podcast I've listened to with my boy Steve. Twitterless Steve and Boston Capper. So we'll see how that goes. I'm probably not going to get. I don't know how that's going to go. We'll see. So I'm doing that on Monday to talk about Colonial, and we'll see how it goes. And it's basically to be a lot of the same shit. All right. Yeah, that's it. That is it. Wish me luck. I'm in the mix in the Carbon Cup. I'm in the mix in the race for the bagel. I've had a rough one and done season, but maybe I get lucky this week. And I have somebody that not a lot of people have. And, it turns out to be a positive. I'm in on Brooks at 55. Too much FOMO when he wins. Okay. Yeah, but I think he's getting married, and I don't know where his focus is at. But, yeah, go ahead. Pick whatever you want. I don't care. All right, thanks for watching. Tell somebody, do something, help a brother out, and I will talk to you guys next week. Cool. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye-bye.